But it is from Iron Horse and Lena.
Really?
Didn't your mom used to work there?
Yeah. This?
Yeah. No. The nudie calendar.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, the little one. I thought you meant the eagle.
That's not a nude lady. But we're not talking about nude ladies today.
Oh.
Yeah. This is Ope Whatchya Think. Oh. America's only Midwest Paranormal Drunk podcast where we get drunk so you don't have to. But we hope you do get drunk.
I ain't even got my microphone set up yet, babe.
I think it's set up just fine there, Isaac. And speaking of Isaac, I have some special co-hosts with me today, including Isaac.
What?
We got Jason.
It looks like Isaac's struggling with a beer right now.
What?
Isaac struggles without everything. And Josh.
Isaac, if you throw that freaking cork at me, I'm going to skin you alive.
So I was just with my mom for Easter, obviously. Do you know what she said that she's learning from her podcast?
What?
You know, Isaac, I listen to your podcast. And you know the one thing I learned? What, Mom?
That you have a small wiener?
That you're impotent. I'm like, come on, Mom! I'm supposed to be learning about ghosts and shit.
Hey, I don't think we're going to talk about Isaac's impotence this episode, at least as the main topic. But Jason, I heard you brought us a story. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, now it might end up like going that way. I kind of have figured that cork would shoot out and like
This cork, Jason? Hey, fella.
Does like the cork not shooting out of the bottle like also have something to do with the impotence or like?
Man, we're gonna have to cut half this episode.
All right.
Mom was right.
Oh, doggy.
All right. So we're gonna take you into the great state of Michigan, one of the favorites of mine.
Is that all he talks about?
Well, usually it's like Minnesota too. That's the other one that you think I talk about a lot.
Because you're from Canada, and those are the two closest states to you.
Dude, it's me and the geese up there. Otherwise, so this is back in like 1994. So
What year were you born, Jason?
I was also born in 1994.
Really?
Yeah.
He's young.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, what, you?
1998.
He's just a little baby.
Isaac, what's your social security number?
I don't know that I should say that on national television.
All right, Jason, let's hear about that crazy thing that happened in Michigan.
In March 8th, 1994, I know we've had a good string of UFO sightings like lately in the news, like all over the place. And this is kind of one I remember like hearing a little bit about growing up. So I figured I'd dig into it a little bit and bring it to the people. But how many like UFO stories do we have where it's just like, you know, a couple witnesses here or there, one guy's like claims he's abducted and like that kind of thing? Like, there's generally not a whole lot of like mass sightings. This one, there's about 300 confirmed witnesses along the Lake Michigan shoreline.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Confirmed witnesses. So
Confirmed.
they like interviewed these people.
Yes.
interesting.
So with this one, listeners might kind of realize there's been a theme around some of the UFOs that we've been seeing, because the common thing amongst just about all of these witnesses was that it was a mass cluster of lights that looked like flickering Christmas lights, kind of like all moving together in a line.
Oh, they saw Santa Claus.
So,
Yeah. You sure this is in March and not December 24th?
I drive a boat.
I mean, the NORAD things are, you know, that tracks Santa, so we knew where he was around there. But
Santa Claus only lets the military track him one night a year.
but it kind of like in the same line as the space snakes that we kind of had from like Belleville and that Tyler saw like, what, a couple months ago now at this point, just like here in Madison. So reports came from like communities like around like Ludington, which is about the northern chunk of the Lower Peninsula, all the way down to like South Haven. And it was just ordinary citizens, police officers, and there was even a National Weather Service employee that was like, had seen these and was like interviewed. Most of the observers had reported erratic maneuvers, rapid acceleration, sudden stops, formations that didn't really resemble a lot of the standard like aircraft patterns, just things that were like too like erratically moving, where it's like, you know, a plane's going to be a lot more like linear or, you know, just gently kind of like moving around. They're saying that a lot of them looked like cylindrical or circular shape with like the lights attached to them as far as like the physical appearance of it.
So everybody said, so out of the 300 people, they all said this description was the same?
Yep. And it was just, some of them would say like the colors would be like, you know, oh, red, green, or white. Some would be like green, white, blue, or, you know, or just have all four with it too. So they're basically getting all the same colors together.
I have to agree with the witnesses. This does sound like flying Christmas lights.
Was it, I guess with that too, did people, I guess, see it at the same, did everybody kind of notice at the same time? Were there any radar blips for this too?
So we'll get into that. But
Okay.
there were like a handful of like 911 calls that law enforcement agencies got that were all around the same time and the same night, just kind of all throughout like that, like Lake Michigan coast.
So here's the thing. I think I've seen UFOs before. At least I couldn't identify it. Isaac, you've seen UFOs before too. Have you ever thought of calling the cops?
For a UFO, why would you?
Right?
Yeah.
What are
you-
they going to do?
You videotape it and be like, oh, the Belleville police are coming?
Yeah. What are they going to do about it? Like, I never understood that whole trope of like calling the authorities.
Because there's a strange light in the sky.
Yeah. Like, I just don't, like, what are they, even if it's a missile coming down, what are they going to do? Isaac is trying to open up a pixie stick right now. He doesn't realize that you need a scissors or a knife. And we don't trust him with either.
Come on. I don't even trust him with the pixie stick. He's going to steal
Josh,
it everywhere.
open my pixie stick. Thank you, mother.
Well, Josh does that. Jason, let's hear some more about this.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
baby.
The one that probably has like the most like documentation around it is the National Weather Service employee. So he was based out of the Muskegon office and acknowledged that he was getting radar returns that were consistent with fast moving phenomenon over Lake Michigan on that night.
So did he confirm this after they got these reports, or was he reporting this at the same time
He was
that other people were?
he was watching it on the radar.
Right, but did he say something after the fact, or was he also like, oh shoot, I got to tell someone there's?
It was like that night or like the
Dude,
next
that's
day,
crazy.
basically. So basically, once he got the information, he then relayed the information over to the National UFO Reporting Center, which I didn't know was like a thing, but I guess why not?
Not MUFON.
Hey,
You didn't report it to that.
I guess
We just figured out that you could use a cigar cutter to open up pixie sticks. That's
But yet,
actually really
Isaac's
awesome.
unsafe.
That-
Josh, give it to Isaac.
No, it's probably like safer for Isaac actually.
Yeah,
So the National
Really?
Weather
a
Service
V-cut.
employee's name was Jack Bouchon, and he was like pretty sure like after he had reported this that he was just going to end up like losing his job. So that night he was reporting like along with like the fast moving phenomenon, there were just other blips that were just like lighting up with like discrepancies and things that he had just like never seen, just, you know, from what you would see from even if it's like planes, birds, like clouds, things like that, where it's just they have like the normal radar returns, but his radar was like doing just all sorts of crazy stuff the entire night. He was on the phone with the Ottawa County emergency dispatcher, who was also like looking for help identifying the light.
Isaac is looking at Jason because he knows Ottawa is in Canada.
Yeah.
It's also a national forest in the UP. But like, so the dispatcher had like called the weather service too, just to be like, hey, we're getting a lot of these calls. And he's like, I've been seeing this all night. So like, that's kind of like where you're getting like a lot of the civilians calling the police, and then the police are calling the weather service to be like, is this on the radar? And it's turning up. They're seeing it on there too. He was going through like some of his like checklist just as far as like, okay, standard phenomena, what you see, what you would see on like technical glitches, like if it's like artifacts in like the radar signatures, because certain things can just appear as like standard blips. Like if you see a lot of like straight lines on the return, it's probably just like an artifact of like the signal coming back in and how the computers process it. And it just didn't look like any of the just standard like technical stuff or
Right.
like what you would normally see.
And it just so happened to line up with.
The exact time and areas where these UFO sightings were seen.
So this obviously happened at night, right? This
Yep.
wasn't in the middle of the day. So no one could see. All they could see was the light. They didn't see any like body around it. Like there wasn't a triangle with lights on it.
Correct.
It was just lights floating.
And it was just kind of based off those lights is how they were kind of getting like it could be like a cylindrical, like they were guessing the shape of the
Mhm.
body based off of where the lights were, because the lights were more or less moving in unison.
And which direction were they moving again?
That I didn't catch. I could probably like if I had dug more into like the actual like his report and everything. There was like reports every now and then where there would be like solid objects on the radar coming together and then going apart, and then just like all of a sudden they would like blip 20 miles like away. Like,
And this is like obviously pre-drone area.
swarm.
Yeah. Because I mean, nowadays, if you saw that, you figure, oh, it's just a bunch of drones doing something up in the air.
exactly. Yeah, this was like, 1994.
Yeah.
So nothing really
that we know of.
Yeah.
That we know of.
That-
There
that-
could have been.
DARPA might have something.
Right.
But
No, that's so.
Were there any other weird phenomena that accompanied these UFOs?
it was mostly just like the sightings of like the
Okay,
lights and
but there was no like
everything.
lost time events, no like
Momos.
no momos.
no Momo.
No flying momos.
Yeah,
Oh, what if Momo can fly?
Dude, what if he's an astronaut?
I was gonna say if he can fly, like that's a spoiler, but
Don't fly with him. He smells real bad.
Or I guess I don't know when everything's coming
No
out, but-
spoilers. This might be a referral back.
This will be a referral back because
Are we doing a special episode to go
Yep.
to this?
Yeah,
you guys probably all listened to our episode last week. I know every single one of you, especially you, John Hummel. But we did an East versus West bracket for our monsters, and you can always send us a message, leave us a comment on some monsters that you'd want to fight other monsters. I mean, would you want these crazy cylindrical UFOs to fight something like a hamburger man?
Like potentially a
that an
crazy
option?
cigar-shaped Zeppelin full of possible Germans.
Perhaps.
Do we have any, like, who's judging this?
Mimel.
But that's besides the fact,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
It's already
None
been
of us are
judged.
experts.
It's already been judged.
Oh.
But, I mean, back to this UFO. I guess. Do you have any more info on it, Jason?
So a couple days later, representatives from the National Weather Service just completely dismissed all of the radar blips, and then their main thing of noting was like the radar that is used by the National Weather Service is not designed to sense like aircraft. It's only meant for weather, and there's a lot of
Okay, so it was a cloud of aliens.
that, for all we know, it could have been. Yeah, the press speculated that the sightings like could have been caused by like top secret U.S. aircraft. So like that's kind of like why like the National Weather Service all of a sudden like stepped in and was just like shut it down. It's like nope, can't be done. It's not meant for that.
But they shut it down like right away.
Yeah, like 2 days later.
Huh. Interesting.
So the Mutual UFO Network began looking into the sighting, interviewed a lot of the witnesses, and I guess I didn't know this, but the Mutual UFO Network is a U.S.-based nonprofit organization composed of civilian volunteers who all are just like nerds about UFOs. And I guess it's like one of the oldest UFO organizations out there, but they were the ones who were...
So older than like MUFON?
It's probably like, oh, that is MUFON.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say like MUFON. I thought was
MUFON are the guys.
Yeah, that is them.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, but they're basically like MUFON ruled out pretty much anything earthly from like planes,
Trains.
automobiles,
Yes.
shooting stars, satellites, and stuff like that.
I
So,
like me.
That's
Shout out to John Candy.
oh my god.
I hope you're listening up there, big guy. All right.
Or is he still alive?
Hey, that's another episode.
Find out on the next episode of Ope Whatchya Think.
So,
Josh, it's not over yet.
No.
so I guess we could go around and ask why we think Isaac is impotent.
I think it's because he eats a pixie stick like
Yeah,
a
you're not
child.
supposed to put your lips and spit on it. That's why you can't get nothing out of it.
It's clogged,
Yeah, you put your saliva on it.
but I like licking it. The shape of
Anyway.
it reminds me of things that I like.
Okay,
All
as
of
Isaac's
you listen-
sucking on a pixie stick, I'll actually go to Josh first. Josh, what do you think this UFO thing might be?
This one, I mean, the amount of people that saw it makes me think it is something. It wasn't an event that happened. There's not a lot of like high strangeness with it other than the lights.
Other than 300 people seeing
No,
it,
that's
or-
like
that's pretty high
that's low
strangeness.
strangeness. Seeing it's just like, hey, whatever.
I thought seeing
And-
was believing.
And up
Well,
there to get 300 people together is a
Yeah.
big thing.
And you're saying these
That
people
could have been
were
over
sober too, Jason?
That could have been over 500 miles.
I mean, it's a late March, like what? Just about
Only
a little
half
bit
of
more
them
than
were
a week
drunk?
from
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day.
How
It's
many of them
at
had a
night.
club foot?
4.
At least one.
That's a lot. Go ahead, Josh.
I think I would hope it was aliens, but I'm actually leaning towards probably DARPA. I'm thinking this is probably just a military experiment. They were just flying something out over the Great Lakes, hoping nobody would notice, and everybody was just looking out at the lake that day and saw it.
Oh, sure, Josh. And that's why all the boats crash in Lake Michigan, too.
Okay, Isaac, what do you think that was?
Oh, man. I think that Isaac actually wasn't listening most of this episode. He was eating his pixie sticks and reading books. So I think UFOs are good, and Jason, I really like that you keep bringing Canada into the equation. High five.
Jason, you researched the story. What do you think?
So the fact that it is like 300 people spread out basically all along that like western shore of Michigan really makes me think that it's not like a mass hysteria where you have just, if it's like one town and it's a ton of people just phoning it in or whatever, that's one thing. But this was all over like the Lake Michigan side. So the fact that it's similar to like the space snakes, all of that, like it's a very reoccurring theme for like UFOs that we've seen.
We've physically seen.
Yeah, like people here on this podcast have seen it.
I don't know if I actually posted that picture of the one that I saw a little bit ago. I don't think Isaac, we'll just cut that for you. Don't push it down. It's not like
Where did you get another straw?
Powder rifle. It's not a black powder rifle.
Isaac is muzzle loading a pixie stick right now.
I'm just trying to be quiet and drink my pixie sticks.
Hey, Isaac, try using the other straw.
No, I got it. 2 straws, Ty.
Why does it look wet?
Because he's slobbering all over his pixie stick right now. Jason, was that all you thought? I guess.
Yeah, I think they're real.
All right, and this is your homeboy, homie, home, and
Homie, home.
you know it
From Gratchit?
from Gratiot. I'm gonna lean into something weird. I'm gonna say weather phenomena.
Oh.
I'm gonna say it was like maybe a weird weather phenomenon that they caught on radar.
So like some
How you
ball
expect
lightning
lights, Ty?
kind of thing?
Ball lightning or
some
plasma?
ball lightning, Paulding light type of stuff. Isaac, I'll help you with that afterwards. This is Ope Whatchya Think.